Hey y'all, IRIX guy here, and I wanted to show you a few things that I'm going to do with the RX10 II before using it for the first time. Now you can see it's got an LCD on the back, but obviously it doesn't have an LCD protector. So what I'm going to do is, and this is right out of the box, have not used the camera yet. You know, it's right out of the box, but even right out of the box, you know, you've got you may have a little bit of dust or fingerprints. So what I'm going to do is clean off using a microfiber cloth, make this LCD display look perfect. Make sure there's no streaks or spots, and there's not. So then what we're going to do, we're going to use this. Now this is, and I'm sure there's third-party ones available, but this is the actual Sony brand LCD protector. So you can find a link within this video's description for where you can order this online. But you can see here it's just a very it even says Sony on it on the bottom. So to have it on your camera, you can see without it, it says Sony at the bottom. To just look at the camera, you shouldn't even notice that it has a screen protector on it. Now the first thing you're going to want to do obviously is figure out your orientation. So just look at it, see where it says Sony, and then obviously that's going to go at the bottom over where it says Sony. So I'm going to peel the back off here. I'm going to stop talking because I don't want to spit on it. What you're going to want to do is just kind of gently press, and just so it sits on there. And then I'm going to put the battery in. Haven't even charged the battery yet, but be interesting to see if it's got a little bit of charge from the factory. Because what I want to do is confirm my alignment before I more thoroughly push down on it. Yep. And you can see there when you first turn this camera on, it's asking to choose your language. And that's just a good visual because you want to make sure that this isn't cutting off any of the corners, that it is properly aligned. And actually I think it's good I turned this on because I'm actually a little bit crooked here. And that's the thing that'll drive someone crazy if they're out in the field and they've got a actually, I don't think it's crooked. I think the little protective piece over the top of it's crooked. It's just leading me to believe that the screen protector is crooked. Let's see. Yeah, I've still got the protective piece on it, so I'm just going to kind of, with my finger, just kind of gently rub, making sure I don't get any air bubbles or anything in between the screen protector and the actual LCD. Then once I've done that, take off the protective piece. And as you can see there, to look at this camera, as far as degraded visual quality, I'm not experiencing that. And to even be able to tell that I've got a screen protector on there is pretty hard because it even has the Sony logo at the bottom. So definitely a must do before you use your camera. And obviously I'm able to touch this because this camera does not have a touch screen, which actually I like. There's been a lot of people that have felt differently about the lack of touch screen, but I like it because I can rub it with microfiber cloth and keep it clean. And then the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and power this off here. Always before I use a camera, the first thing I do is put a UV filter on it because I want to make sure that I keep you know, UV filter it may better protect the lens from damage. So the one I'm using here is actually, and you can find it within this video's description, it's a B&W. German glass, very high quality. Cost a little bit more than some of the other filters, but in my opinion, I'm going to stop talking. Make sure anything that may be in there dust-wise is gone. There's a little spot. Yeah, what people don't, well, a lot of people realize, but what some people don't realize is that even the tiniest speck of dust can degrade a perfect video or photo. You'll just notice how nicely that screws on, and that's what I like about these B&Ws. You know, again, one often gets what they pay for, and these are, from my experience, they seem to be a little bit more expensive than some of the other leading brands. But now I'm better protected from bangs or whatever, especially having a lens that remains attached. I mean, if you accidentally destroyed this lens, you know, you're in a situation where you probably got to buy a whole new camera because the lens is permanently attached to the camera. And the other thing I would do before using this camera for the first time, and this is a matter of personal preference, I like a neck strap with this style camera. So you just want to make sure you don't have any kinks in your thing here. And let's see. You're going to put the neck strap on. So notice I kind of pulled this top piece up, and then this bottom part I'm going to kind of push under. So I'm going to pull it through. I'm going to put this through here. Again, you want to make sure you don't twist this, because if you're like me, if you've got a neck strap that keeps twisting around your neck, it could potentially drive you crazy. Oops, I got a twist in that. I don't want that. Make sure it's straight. straight on that side. Now I'm going to pull it through and then back down. And you can stretch this out more if you want to. Just a matter of personal preference, how you want it all configured. So what I'm going to do this time is just going to hold this in my hand, making sure it's straight. And then again, the same thing on this side where I kind of push up. And then once I push up, that'll allow this to slide up, and then ultimately I'll slide it through here. And again, checking my strap to make sure that I'm not twisted. And then once I'm through there, I can go back. Now you've got a neck strap on your camera. So just a good, I need to figure out, I bet that piece was down there, was used to, let's see these little pieces right here that stick out. But see, then that doesn't go off, so well, it's definitely on there. I don't understand why. Well, yeah, I guess it's fine. It's just you got these little pieces that kind of stick loose, but yeah, nice neck strap. Feels good around my neck. Shouldn't get in the way with filming, which is great. So yeah, those are the first things that I would do before I even took this camera in a potentially dirty environment. I would make sure that I had that UV filter on there for better lens protection. Make sure that I have the LCD protector on there prior to the first use, and that's important too, because if you do ever sell or trade your camera, if you've got that on there, it's something you can take it off, and then your LCD behind it will likely be pristine still. And if you needed to replace it because yours got scratched up in the field, easy way to just pop this off and put another one on versus having to potentially encounter expensive repairs for the LCD screen itself. So thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe, youtube.com/IRXGuy. Y'all have a good day.